What's going on, everyone? I am in a draft right now, a millie over on DraftKings, and you won't believe who went first overall. Let's find out. How'd you like that, the little teaser? Jahmyr Gibbs went at the 101 in this draft. I'm in the 108 spot. We'll see what falls to me. It's kind of a difficult spot right now because Puka Nacua was my go-to pretty frequently in this area. But now with the Stafford stuff, I've been taking him more towards the end of the first in that 1-2 turn spot. Hope everyone's doing well. I know this is a very quick. I decided 8 minutes ago that I was going to do a live stream. That's where we're at. I'm hoping I can get CMC, but I'm probably not going to get CMC. Yep, there he goes. We're going to just go by ADP right now and just go Neighbors over Puka. Could probably use the exposure. Dynasty Dave, what's going on, man? Richard, good to see you. The last time I was on the live stream was last week when I had no sleep because my leg was twitching. Still not 100%. I mean, the twitching stopped, but I'm still not 100%. I've had some like hamstring stuff going on. Jason, what's going on? Good to see you. Lucas, good to see you. Let's hope we get kind of a weird draft. I drafted a really weird one earlier today with only 2 tight ends and 2 quarterbacks, 10 wide receiver team. Aaron, another day, another draft. Been loving the streams. Thanks for tuning in. So I kind of want to get, I'll go Brock Bowers here for that correlation in week 17. Greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. You know, ich spreche Deutsch. So. I took 3 years of German. Actually, I took 4 years of German in high school, and then I took a semester in college. Ich liebe Deutsch. Yeah. Chef tried a good report on the Stafford situation today. Yeah, was it favorable though? Another German. Cool that Kitchens let you sub in for him. Yeah. Wunderbar. Yeah. I've not been to Germany. I'm trying to think what I could. Ich spiele Fantasy Football. Yeah. Ich spiele Fantasy Football. Und du? Is that right? Is that good? Purely maintenance. Oh, I thought I didn't read into it in much detail. I mean, it's fine because I have a lot of Puka, and it's not like that big of a deal that I got Neighbors instead in this draft. I remember all the stuff that we would learn in like 8th grade German. Just the most random words. Like we learned like how you transport to school. Meine Mutter bringt mich mit dem Auto. Zur Schule. My mom brought me to school via car. Is that right? Look, it's literally 25 years ago. What draft app is this? This is DraftKings, my man. It's DraftKings. This is a best ball format. All right, there goes Devontae. We are at Neighbors and Bowers. I mean, the Kyron thing, I'm assuming Kyron's ADP is going to rise. We can talk about that a little bit. I still have Amarian Hampton over Kyron. I kind of want to get Marvin Harrison Jr. here because I don't have a lot of him. You guys cool with that? Let's do that. I don't have much Marvin Harrison Jr. Enjoyed the pod with Rebar today and the bonus deal he dropped at the very end. There you go, man. Take advantage of it. Jacob, I took a German course during my exchange year. Crazy that you still remember so much. Me personally, or just in general when you take German? You think I remember? I remember calculator in German is Taschenrechner. Remember that. You guys want to know a funny story about my past? In 11th grade, my junior year of high school, my class sang a song, a German song at a German competition at a local college. And I was one of the singers in the song. Like, it was horrible, horribly done. We learned the lyrics basically on the bus on the way to this competition. We got second place. Real story, true story, because we had a lot of energy. But I still remember the lyrics to the song. It's called Ruf Doch Mal An by the Wise Guys. You guys should go check it out. Go listen to it. It's a great song. What do you think about Breece Hall this season? I'm still targeting him because I think there's going to be a high target share there, and that's something that we know is sticky and good and what we want in fantasy football. I worry a little bit about the touchdown upside, worry a little bit about Braylon Allen, but I'm still more in than out for sure. Why is Breece Hall 3 rounds more expensive than James Conner? Because his target share is going to be a lot higher. There's a lot more volatility with an aged running back who has a similar, maybe probably even a little bit better prospect-wise of a running back behind him. I know the offense should be better, but I think there's a difference between Breece and James Conner. All right, we already have Brock Bowers. We're not going to want to go George Kittle here. It's another pretty bad spot. Not loving this start. Yeah, I understand Cardinals are a better team. I didn't say that he's going to score. Hang on, I'll get to that in a second. Let's see. We can go Jaden Daniels. I don't really want to do that. We'll go DK Metcalf. I understand the Cardinals are a better team. Breece Hall is also a higher upside player, more explosive player. And he's also projects to see a higher target share. And that's really something that is predictive. The best way to learn language is to learn songs. That's why we do nursery rhymes with kids. I mean, makes sense because I still remember every lyric that I had to sing for that freaking song. Why am I feeling like 0 RB isn't the play this year? Isn't the play? I don't think it's like the go-to. I don't think 0 RB. I think 0 RB is rarely the go-to play. I think it depends on your format and how you execute and what your league is like off waivers and such. This is a really average team so far. Nothing special going on with this draft. It's kind of been like that recently on DraftKings. I think because like all these injuries have happened, and so players are getting pushed down, and so you get like you're forced to take Metcalf a few spots higher than you typically do, et cetera, et cetera. Here comes Mo Alley Cox. Got to stay hydrated. I just did a show with CBS Sports. Jacob and Dan are doing the behind the box score stuff. I did it with Ben Gretch and Rich Rebar. That should be out soon. And then I'm recording Becoming a Best Ball Bro right after this. 'Tis the season. Just back to back to back shows. Just constant recording. Can you talk about decision at pick 6 in drafts, JJ versus CMC potentially? Right now, if you're playing best ball, I'm just kind of taking CMC. But I can obviously go either direction. I'm just a little bit like I'm using the injury as a tiebreaker. The fact that CMC stayed healthy and there's not any negative reporting just keeps bringing him up my list, essentially, right? I think we should be doing that. So that's why I think that you can go either direction. Thank you, Eloso. Appreciate it. Who's your favorite running back handcuff this season? I don't really care to handcuff that much because I don't really think it's a thing anymore because like there aren't many pure handcuffs, right? Like I'm more interested in finding running backs who can just take over their backfield naturally as opposed to getting a handcuff. Because like the best handcuff is probably like Zach Charbonnet if we consider him a handcuff. All right, let's see what's available here. Sutton's the ADP value. Go Ridley. I'll go Sutton or Ridley next. Been drafting a lot of Travis Hunter recently. There's not much correlation going on in this lineup yet. We'll go Ridley. Build out those wide receivers. We'll go 0 RB, I guess. I've gotten a lot of Travis Hunter recently, so I'm not that concerned about. I'm just kind of playing the ADP game. Save it by going rookie heavy like Igbuka and Golden and Burden. Then you'll get that hidden upside. I don't know what that's in relation to. How much should Allen and Lamar get pushed up draft boards in a 10-team home league versus 12-team and half PPR format? I mean, probably like half a round, realistically. If you're in a home league that's not super competitive and it's a 10-teamer, you're going to want that advantage more because every team's going to be better. Why do you tailor your draft guide rankings to 3 wide receiver? I feel like most major formats lean 2 wide receiver and 1 flex. I don't know. It's just a decision that was made. I don't think that there is an answer to what's most common. But I don't really think it's like going to dramatically change. Like, I know that it does change things, but I try to make it as much one size fits all as possible. Should we keep going? 0 RB is the question. And my answer to that is let's just get weird. Let's go Jacoby and stack and get Geno later. Let's just get weird. This team might be terrible, but that's fine. This is Millie draft 127, I think. 127 or 128. That ETR episode where y'all discussed the benefits of elite quarterbacks in shallow leagues was fantastic, man. Thanks. Yeah, it's really important to know what kind of situation you're in to go elite quarterback or not. This team is just really, really like boring that I'm drafting right now. This is a bet on the Raiders passing attack. Not what you love to do. People are going to hate this team too when we rate it at the end. I feel like the usual suspects aren't in this stream. Eloso's in here. Some others are in here, but some of the usual suspects aren't in here. I feel like 0 RB is much harder on DK. Yeah, but it should be more effective on DK. Are you buying the KLS JCM hype? Big year for 3 name guys. I kind of am. I am. So like Kitchen, who's in here right now, he can attest that I've been drafting Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt before a lot of this was going on with the hype. And he's not really rising in ADP, so it's not that big of a deal. I didn't really care for him as a prospect because his analytical profile was kind of questionable, but that backfield is just so up for grabs, in my opinion, that we should be into a guy who seems like the most explosive athlete in that backfield, right? Like that alone can be a thing and can be good enough. When it comes to KLS, he actually was someone that my prospect model liked as like a deep ball threat. I wrote about him really fitting, like, hypothetically, if he were to just beat out Quentin Johnston and just be better than him, he fits what they have with Ladd McConkey and Trey Harris quite well. So I think he does make sense. Pacheco's got to be the pick here if available. Pitt going to win the ACC this year? Absolutely not. And we're going to go Pacheco as the first running back. Did you guys see that one? I know it's just one clip, but you see that one clip? He looks spry. $12 teams PPR, but it's only 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. Would you be pushing up elite quarterbacks or tight ends in this type of league? I think you can push them up a little bit based on my rankings. Yeah, because my rankings are based on 3 wide receiver. Just a little bit. At what point do you start to get the shakes like me when you don't have a running back pick? I mean, worst case scenario, this team is just not going to be it. And right now, I don't feel great about the team anyway. So this is just one of those drafts where it's going to be like a 6 out of 10 team. Maybe we get a little lucky. You know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. I'm not particularly high on 0 RB this year for like having one of the top 15 backs of the way. I mean, this is not the way that I typically draft guys, to be clear. Literally everyone in this chat right now is going to be mad that I'm going 0 RB because it's the least sexy thing that you can do in a best ball draft, in any draft. Because you look at the team afterwards, you're like, ew, you're weak at running back. And it's like, yeah, I am. That's what happens in 0 RB or with 0 RB. I do need to start thinking about correlation a little bit more though right now. Like, this is not my typical build, but I don't mind doing different things. Jaden Reed. I mean, the draft is giving me not allowing me to. We'll go Jaden Reed here. We already have tight end. We could push Kyler a little bit and push Jalen. Well, Jalen Warren would be my other choice. Would you stop pandering to the woke anti-0 RB mob and embrace it? 0 RB is great gambling in a field of RB bros. Where are you taking Mixon now? Around like in like the 9 to 10, like around pick 100. Like, if he's there with my next pick, I'm just going to do it. I bought the late round draft guide yesterday. Thank you. If updates come out, do I just get a new email? You will get a new email, but here's the thing. Anyone who bought the late round draft guide, if you have the link of the original delivery, you can just click that link and it'll always download the most up-to-date guide. What's your opinion on the Pittsburgh backfield? I think both of them are okay targets, but I think Jalen Warren is the better target. He profiles as the pass catcher. We know pass catching really matters. If you look at historical, second to third round running backs and their projected workloads, I liked Caleb Johnson, and I think that he's a really good fit in the Pittsburgh offense. So I don't want anyone to take this as like me not liking him, but I think that Jalen Warren and his pass pro with Aaron Rodgers there, I like. People are just assuming that Jalen Warren will just definitely see the same workload that he's been seeing the last few years. And I just don't see why that has to be the case. He can see a little bit more work. And to assume that Caleb Johnson will just see Najee Harris's workload, which is a good workload, I think is a little bit presumptuous. But I don't mind. Like, we want to target ambiguous backfields. If you want Caleb Johnson, I'm not going to stop you. I don't think he's a bad pick. It's just that I like Jalen Warren more. Giants backfield, I like Tyrone Tracy more. And I feel like that's, again, I'm going against the rookie. I feel like that's against consensus a little bit too, despite the injury to Scadaboo now. But, my research has said second-year running backs who can catch passes, who are explosive, all that stuff, they're the ones that you want out of these ambiguous backfields, and they're the ones that you want in the middle rounds. I think Tracy was good last year. I like Scadaboo, though, too, as a player. So, like, again, I'm just targeting the ambiguous backfields in general. This is why I don't like to analyze fantasy football in this binary way, because it doesn't mean that I'm never drafting Scadaboo or I'm never drafting Caleb Williams, just who I prefer out of the two at cost. Mason and Aaron Jones, I like Aaron Jones more. I just question Mason's receiving upside. I talked about that on the mailbag episode last week on the Late Round podcast, if you're interested. All right, we have no correlation going on in this team, and we have a lot of bad offenses. So there's a lot of running backs getting just drafted right now. All right. How many wideouts? We have 6. This could be a Tracy team or an ETN team. It's not a Tracy team. There's a lot. The running backs, man, this draft is crazy. I mean, I think we just go ETN and hope that he. Because, all right, we're not getting Kyler. He's done. We're going to have to get like later round quarterbacks. This team's going to be bad. But that does, ETN opens us up for Trevor Lawrence too. Because this is like it's just rough. We're going to go like Geno, Cam, and Rodgers. That's the downside of just picking guys in bad offenses. Jordan Love. We might have to reach for Jordan Love. But I might honestly just say I'm going to push it because it's already kind of a... You draft Jacksonville a lot? Yeah, I like Jacksonville this year. Did I say Trevor Etienne? I meant Travis. Second half of the draft, we gotta land this now. But it's already a pretty volatile plane. Do I push it with Jordan Love or just take Jordan Love? Probably just take him. I dropped a lot of Green Bay. Green Bay is probably my number one stack this year. I'm reaching for Love, but I think it's necessary to get a stack going on this team. And then if we can get Geno Smith later and Cam Ward or Aaron Rodgers, not the worst quarterback room in the world. Might as well face it. You're addicted to Love. Yes. Yeah, they just have a lot of bad quarterback stack options. I mean, it's just not the best group. Realistically, though, if I passed on Love, I could have made this like a 4 quarterback team and just gotten really weird with it. Favorite rookie, running back, tight end, wide receiver this year outside of Genty at cost or in general? Because in general, it's got to be Amari and Hampton. At cost, it's got to be probably either like Tet McMillan, RJ Harvey, Travis Hunter, like that range, that area. Travion Henderson. I have Caleb and Jalen like back to back in my rankings. I flip flop like every week. So basically, I think Jalen Warren's a way better value because he goes way later. I wonder if the Kyler team. Okay, they have McBride. I was going to be mad. Got to think about running back again. T-Law is in play. Tucker Kraft is in play. If we got Tucker Kraft, we can go 2 tight end. And he's banged up, so he's probably going to go later. Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking, BP. I love Ted a lot. Underdog has him way ahead of ESPN. Yeah, I mean, yes, if you're drafting in like on like ESPN or Yahoo or something like that, you're going to get way better rookie values. Like Tet McMillan is like an easy get. This is going to be probably like a 7 running back team, especially if we can get 2 tight ends and just be done. I like the flexibility to give us an extra spot for a running back. But yeah, this is not, I mean, look, this is definitely not a, like, I'm just trying to find a way to make this a usable team at this point. We were in tough spots every single pick. You know, would have loved to have Amari and Hampton. Would have loved to have I don't know. Round 4 was tough. I couldn't have gone George Kittle because we had Bowers. Just would have made the team a little bit strange. Yeah, most of my 0 RB teams have 7. I've even had 8 running back teams. We'll go Kraft over T-Law. And then that way we're done at tight end and we get another pairing with Jordan Love. And if Trevor Lawrence is there, he's there in the next round. If not, maybe we reach, but I think we can push it even further because Geno goes pretty late. We can look for a running back in the next round, like a Dylan Sampson, Ray Davis. Don't want to go tank because we already have ETN. This is a fire team. So help me if you apologize again for having an amazing. This is not why I don't think this is a fire team at all. Genuinely. I haven't touched Judkins at all. No. Even at a falling, I don't know where I would really feel great getting him. It's different in a managed league because you can, manipulate your roster, but you're risking a 0. Like there's a chance that he's just redshirting. What's wrong with this team aside from the correlation? Well, the correlation is not that strong. It's not terrible though because we do have neighbors with Bowers and Jacoby, but I'm not super high on Marvin Harrison Jr. DK Metcalf's fine. Calvin Ridley's like fine. There's just no like special player that I love. And then I think the running backs are risky too. It's just not like it's not like coming together super strong. It's not a horrible team though. I'm probably being a little bit hard on myself. I also got to find some running backs. Man, my hair's all weird. Oh, there goes T-Law. That's fine. Dylan Sampson maybe next. Could also go Eckler, but I'm gonna go Sampson. I mean, every day that Judkins isn't signed is a better day for Dylan Sampson. I like Jerome Ford too, but I think that in an environment like this, we need a little bit of upside. Plus, Pacheco and ETN might be more early season guys, so let's get some younger players for later season. Plus, I have DK Metcalf, so there's a week 17 correlation. Sampson pairs with Metcalf. Sampson. Why is Derrick Henry ranked this low this year? I guess the Ravens have a good defense and offense. I mean, I think it's just a lack of pass catching. No, I'm not out on Rachaad White. I mean, in best ball, I don't really care for him in season long, but in best ball, I think he's fine. I kind of like Sean Tucker at his cost now more, though. We're going to have to hope that Geno is there in the next pick. We're going to tilt if Geno's not there. We honestly might have to go Cam Ward first and then just hope that Geno makes it. And then if not, we got Aaron Rodgers later. I mean, this team only has Lamar. They might go quarterback here. This team will not go or might not. This team has 2. This team has 2. This is the one team right here. The one with Kyler. This is the team right here. This 150 that could go Cam. They might go Cam right here. No, Zach Ertz. All right, I think we have to go Cam with the next pick, as long as this team doesn't take him. Purdy, Herbert. I mean, they might. No, I think I can go less than 5 out of 10 on a roster. Oh my gosh, they picked Cam Ward. Are you kidding me, dude? See, now I'm in this position where I have to get Geno. Like I can't risk it. That sucks. I can't push Geno into the next round. I'm going to push Aaron Rodgers though to round 15. And we're going to look for a running back next. That sucks though. Cam would have fit. If we had Cam and Geno, we'd be feeling pretty good. But even if we get Rodgers, I don't think it's that bad. I'm higher on Rodgers though than the market. Could go Romeo Doubs. Braylon Allen, just to get another body in there. We don't have any Jets or Patriots. No, I'm not going Anthony Richardson with this build. We already have a stack set up with Rodgers. I mean, Richardson can be a fallback. I don't really want to go Richardson right now, though. Although, you know what? You might be right. Because we have Jacksonville. We have ETN. Huh. You guys think we should go Richardson? We can get A.D. Mitchell late? Or Alec Pierce? Or should we push for Rodgers? All right. People are agreeing on Richardson. We'll go Richardson. Kitchen wins. And then if Rodgers just lasts, I'll even make this a 4-quarterback team. Yeah, I did mention Anthony Richardson on a podcast today. Yeah, I don't mind Algier. We're just going to be drafting bodies, though, towards the end here. We'll just get some of my favorite guys, like a Jalen Wright. We'll throw Algier in there. Rico. Got to get Alec Pierce now because we have Anthony Richardson. Today's 0 RB teams are atrocious at quarterback. I don't know. I don't really find the 3-quarterback builds of like I personally don't see a big difference between Geno Smith and, guys who go like Michael Penix. Like, are we going to be shocked if, what are the odds that Geno Smith outscores Michael Penix this year? 40%? We can go Algier or Rico next. Also, Hopkins is there for a bring back. We're only drafting running backs and wide receivers now. Did Rodgers go? Yeah. So Rodgers went right here, right after I picked A-Rich. All right, we'll go Algier. Get another running back. I'm not really into Nick Chubb. I just have a hard time believing that he's going to have the same juice that he had before. And we know he's not that much of a pass catcher. Woody Marks is a pass catcher. I question Woody Marks' early down stuff. I don't think he's like that amazing of a prospect, but I think Woody Marks is the better pick at cost. That's what I'm saying. Like Geno Smith, 40% chance that he's better than like a Michael Penix or something like that. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal to like be gobbling up 3 of, the Jordan Love, like one Jordan Love type or Justin Herbert type, and then just add on another 2 that are like Geno and Cam Ward or Aaron Rodgers. Like, I don't think it's that. I think that it's not sexy. It doesn't look great, but I don't think it's like that bad of a potential outcome. Justice Hill is also somebody that I like a good bit. Yeah, I love Jordan Love this year. We'll go Rico. And then if we can get Justice Hill in the next round, that'd be great. I mean, I think JJ McCarthy being high makes sense because the offensive environment and stuff. And while I do like Michael Penix's offensive environment, I don't think he's going to bring any mobility like JJ McCarthy might. So I'm not as into Penix. I'm drafting him when I'm fairly flat at quarterback because you're drafting the quarterbacks based on the pass catchers. And I like Mooney. I like London. I should have played some music. Maybe that'll turn things around. Ready for this? Here. I play Night Driving. Kitchen will play Feeding the Ducks. Look at Krosky Merritt going 1604. I am currently at 13% JCM, and a lot of that is 20th round JCM. So I feel pretty good. Just silence. Justice Hill did get drafted. I sometimes forget when I'm on stream, which is probably not a good thing. No, I agree with this. The gap from 20 to the 16th round to the 20th round is not significant. I'm just saying that we usually see JCM going in the 20th. It's nice to have 20th JCM as opposed to 16th. And I'm saying also he's rising, so he's going to start going higher. All right, what kind of correlations can we make here? Any? Do we have any Washington? We don't have any Washington. I don't really want Calvin Austin. Ray McLeod to go with Algier. There's not much for us. Maybe we go Miles Sanders. I have not jumped on the Miles Sanders train. I mean, this is like this is just such a dead spot now. Maybe we go Keaton Mitchell. Let's do that. We'll even though I think that's a reach, like Justice Hill's a way better pick, but we at least now have a bring back for Green Bay. We have the bring back for Vegas. We do need to get Anthony Richardson. Hypothetically, we get Adonai Mitchell or something. Alec Pierce going over here was not helpful. Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time believing Miles Sanders is going to be a usable piece. So let's think about wide receiver. Maybe one more running back, two more wide receivers, get 7 running backs on this team. Torrey Horton would be a Rico play, but I like the Torrey Horton call for the final round to go with Rico. I'll throw him in there. Restrepo is probably not that athletic. Let's go Wicks. Maybe. Whoops. What is the deal with his, what are they saying about his... Okay. Let's just get... Let's get... Oh. Let's get Ray. Pair him with Algier. And then we can have our choice. Like, if we go naked Anthony Richardson, it's not the end of the world. Then we'll get one more running back. Could be a Kendre Miller team because of Calvin Ridley, week 17. We could go Jarquez. I mean, these guys, the Blake Corum and Jarquez Hunter, they might fall a little bit now that Kyron got his contract, even though it shouldn't change a thing. Yeah, I like the call out of Torrey Horton. I liked him a lot as a prospect. He looked good in the prospect model. All right, we have some options. Anyone going to the Fantasy Football Expo this week? Up in Canton, Ohio. I will be there. Ready to draft at the Hall of Fame. I got to defend my Kings Classic title that I won last year. Jordan James is a fine late flyer. I just don't think he fits his build as well. Be curious to see what the ratings are with this one. This will probably be the lowest ratings that I've gotten on a team. All right, we're going to go 80 Mitchell probably next. Kitchen will be there. You should, BP. It's a good time. Beefcake, what's going on? No, I don't really have interest in Christian Watson. I don't know how healthy he's really going to be when he comes back and how much he's going to play. I was like the ALS scare. Yeah, I had the muscle twitch on Friday last week. And I couldn't sleep from Thursday to Friday. No, the muscle twitching is done. I still have some, I think it was just some like random nerve stuff from a virus I had because I was sick last week. Still kind of recovering, but I rode the bike today and it was fine. Sort of that like viral hangover feeling that I got now. Had that after COVID too. It was terrible. I don't think we're getting Torrey Horton because I took A.D. Mitchell. I think we got to go running back with the last pick. So we can go Sean Tucker, who I just like. Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. A lot of the ACL stuff, like I saw the reports too, it's him running in a straight line. That's not what we're worried about. Edwin Porteros tweeted about this too. It's like we gotta see what he's doing with his cuts and stuff. Do we go Kendre? No, I have Rico Dowdle, so I don't want to go ETN. But I do want a 7th running back, I think. I think Kendre Miller might be the play. It's a bring back for Calvin Ridley, too. Just looking deep at the... Or we can go Raheem Mostert. And go really heavy Vegas. You guys think I should go Mostert, Tucker, or Kendre Miller? I liked Devin Neal pre-draft as well. Yeah, Tyler Bidet. Should we go Mostert? Is he like officially their backup? I haven't been drafting him much at all. Let's go Mostert. Gives me some exposure too. All right. Need you guys to rate this team out of 10. I'm prepared for sub 6 numbers here. All right. Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers. That's a week 17 game stack. Marvin Harrison Jr., DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, Jacoby Myers. So we get Vegas going. Isaiah Pacheco, Jaden Reed, Travis Etienne, Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft. So we have Love, Kraft, and Jaden Reed. Dylan Sampson, Geno Smith for all the Vegas stuff that I talked about earlier with Jacoby and Brock Bowers. Anthony Richardson, who we stacked with Adonai Mitchell later. We also have a bring back in week 17 with Travis Etienne. And then Tyler Algier, Rico Dowdle, Keaton Mitchell as a bring back for the Green Bay game. Ray McLeod to pair with Tyler Algier just to have a guy who's going to give us some floor. A.D. Mitchell, again, pairing with Anthony Richardson and Raheem Mostert. I mean, I think that the correlation ended up working out. It's not the kind of offenses I really want to heavily invest in. And I don't, aside from Green Bay. But I don't know. It kind of works. What do you guys think? It's definitely a different build. Rate it out of 10. Decimals encouraged. 6.4. I'll take it. I'm curious what Kitchen thinks after he was liking the draft through the first like 10 or 11 rounds. 6.2. Okay. 6.6 feels about right. Yeah, not my best. Probably one of the worst on the live streams in my opinion. But it at least is correlated and at least has the right kind of investment per position. Sweet. All right, I got to get ready for becoming a best ball bro. I'm going to record that with Rich Ryan here in a second. That'll be out tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to the Late Round podcast. which you can find anywhere podcasts can be found. I did a show today with Rich Rebar on players to target. I have a perspectives episode later this week with a really special guest. I'm very excited for it. I won't spoil it, who that guest is. It'll be a nice surprise for you. But that's coming out. We got the late round fantasy football show tomorrow on this. Remind us what German song you sang. Ruf Dak Malan by the Wise Guys. But if you subscribe to this channel, we're going to be live tomorrow with the late round fantasy football show instead of on Thursday. Tomorrow, I believe we said Kitchen 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for the late round fantasy football show. Because we had the expo this week, so our schedules are a little bit different. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. You will get notified when we're live. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Even if it's more of a 6 out of 10 draft, we still have a good time. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys next time.